Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to the penultimate episode of Season 4 of our F1 2021 Immersive Driver Career with Mercedes. Today we have the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and my God, is this a fantastic but challenging track. It is going to be a huge weekend for us this weekend. We are now 8 points behind Max Verstappen in the driver's standings after a bit of a damage limitation weekend last time out where we went out in Q2. So we cannot afford any qualifying mishaps. It's going to be all about qualifying today. Well, we come up for our first timed lap. It's not going to be fantastic. A 1:26.6. That's enough for fifth at the moment. I will take you on a lap of this Saudi Arabian circuit. It is, honestly, so fun to drive, especially in a maxed out Season 4 Mercedes. There's just nothing better, really. It's just so high speed. It's risky. It's just fabulous, and actually the track limits aren't too bad for strict. I was worried, having watched Mark Gaiman's video, that it was going to be ridiculous, but it's not too bad. It does catch you out at certain corners, but it seems they have been reasonable around other ones, so
the tank is empty.
You just have to know where to push it. But yeah, this isn't a great lap either, so not really sure whether it is going to be good enough to get through to Q2. I would imagine it will be, but oh, and we've got a bit of underbody damage, and we've run out of fuel actually, so that's going to be the end of that. So let's get ourselves in. Let's change the underbody. Let's get the fuel out of the car. Or in the car, more likely. There wasn't any fuel to begin with. But let's go on a little bit. We're 13th at the moment. I don't see any of them gaining that much time. We're just at the bottom end of a very close top 13, who are all within a second. So I think we're fine to get through to Q2. And we absolutely are in 14th, which was our stable position last season, and we won the championship. Right, here we come up to the line in Q2, and that's a 1:26 flat, which is a lot slower than Max Verstappen, but we are quicker than our teammate Lewis Hamilton, so I think we're in a good position. I think it is all just going to be about hooking it up in Q3. We should hopefully have enough to get through to that Q3 pole position shootout, but I'm just experimenting with different lines through here because it is quite tough, and there you go, there is a place where you can get caught out on track limits, and that was a purple first sector. I think we could have tidied that up a little bit, and that was purple. Let's just see what we're like in Sector 2. Of course, we're not going to finish this lap because this is the set of tyres that we will start the race on, hopefully. Well, here we come up to the line. We've had to come out again on these soft tyres 2 tenths quicker, but it's not enough. Only P11, and that, once again, is a disaster in Q2. Both Mercedes are out, I think. Yeah, we're quicker than Hamilton, but we're not in the top 10. Wow. And, oh, Verstappen is through. I thought I couldn't see Verstappen on there. Oh, that is so frustrating. Ah.
So here we are then, welcoming you today to one of the jewels of the Arab world, Jeddah. One of the biggest cities in Saudi Arabia, second only to Riyadh, gateway to Mecca, and one of the biggest ports in the region. And now, host to the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah street circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. We have a really close scrap at the top of the championship at the moment, and they're right in the thick of it. but any mistake now could be disastrous.
Of course, there's never a good time to make mistakes, but it will feel 10 times worse if it happens at such a critical point of the season. Let's hope this contest is settled where it should be, on track, wheel to wheel.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Pierre Gasly in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Bottas, Lando Norris, and Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher, Perez, Fernando Alonso, and Antonio Giovinazzi. The captain, Hamilton, Sebastian Vettel, and Stroll, Russell, Ocon, and Guan Yu Zhou, and Christian Lundgaard, Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Well, I'm absolutely gutted. Max Verstappen on pole position. We shouldn't have been knocked out, really. I think it's fair to say. I think it's going to be the same as Brazil. I think get off these tyres as soon as possible. Get onto the softs. And hopefully we'll be all right. That looks like a quicker predicted race time. Maybe we go that one. It's not going to make much difference. No, we'll go 5. We'll go 5. We'll reduce the fuel in the car, and hopefully we'll be all right. But oh, this is annoying, isn't it? Very annoying. Oh, we went when the lights went out. But yeah, it's
get the car up to temperature on this lap.
Very frustrating the way this season has panned out in the end, because we just have been very unlucky, I think. Mexico, we had a few car issues. In America, we made the wrong strategy call. You know, we just keep making little mistakes, and it's cost us in the end. The F1 gods have shone down on Max Verstappen, the man that's made very few mistakes this season.
No rain currently expected.
But we have to hope that Pierre Gasly, his former teammate, can be the hero today, because if he can get ahead of Max Verstappen and hold him up, then potentially we can catch up during the race. But I mean, I haven't raced a car in anger around Saudi Arabia yet. That's a little bit of contact with Gio, so yeah, that's us removed from the formation lap. So here we go. This is the moment. Lights out, away we go here in Saudi Arabia. It's not a great start off the grid, it has to be said. And, well, Lewis Hamilton has a big lock-up into turn 1. It's very, very tight through there. And virtual safety car deployed already.
The virtual safety car has just been deployed due to a build-up of debris
And
on the
that's
track.
very annoying, because that's given us no advantage whatsoever. I mean, hopefully it ends on the second half of the lap, where I think we're a lot stronger than some of the AI. Although we did have a purple sector 1 and final lap in Q2. And that was kind of the problem. We put pressure on ourselves. We've got a great delta, but how are we going to be able to... Well, it's ending now.
Your pace until the green flag. VSC ending.
We're going to flashback that. No, we're going to flashback that, definitely. I don't use flashbacks very much, and I can't remember a time this season that I've used one. But Vettel was very, very slow through there. But now, we are back underway racing in Saudi Arabia. But yeah, it is very nerve-wracking racing with others around here. We've already lost the back of Vettel now. Well, what a move on Sebastian Vettel that was. There was a lot of pressure on that to go down the inside because we knew if we had an incident, that was championship over. But we pulled it off, and now we can chase after Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen is in the lead, by the way, so Gasly hasn't come to our rescue. Here comes Sebastian Vettel, though.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the softs.
Yeah, but we managed to just about make it through the first corner unscathed. Okay, we are into the pits for our pit stop.
Go, go, go.
And I've had the awful realisation that if we fail to score this weekend, then Max Verstappen can very much win it. And you can see Max Verstappen is dominating this Grand Prix, so he is looking like he is going to win this Grand Prix. So we have now, well, got to do the maths while doing this fabulous circuit. Well, yeah, we're going to need to finish at least 5th place today to take it to Abu Dhabi. And I just don't see how that's going to happen now. But there you go, a purple middle sector. So we can be quick out there. And I'm hoping, like in Brazil, this will pay off. We'll have a couple of laps where we are absolutely the fastest car on the circuit. It's going to have to be undercuts galore. So here we go. Let's see how we get on in the 3rd sector. Again, it's a decent sector. Not far off our PB. Well, a chance on Giovinazzi now as we go down the inside.
Good job, nice overtake.
We haven't got long now. We got just over a lap. We got to get up to 5th. It's not going to happen, is it? Well, you joined me on the final lap, and although we are going to get fastest lap, we are going to get a point. Max Verstappen is going to be world champion because we're not going to be able to win back enough points. And after a season-long battle, it's all gone wrong in the last few races.
You gave it your best, but it just wasn't our day today. It's been an incredible season. We'll come back stronger next year.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Well, it is devastating, to say the least. We had control of the championship at numerous points this season, but we've just lost that bullet-like consistency that we had earlier in the season. But there you go, Max Verstappen has done it. Oh, and Charles Leclerc nicked fastest lap at the end as well.
Today, even by his standards.
Let's move on to the constructors. Red Bull take over as
Oh
championship
no.
leaders. There was also a strong showing from the
12
McLaren
points
team
as
today
well.
as they make their way up the
Goodness
standings.
me.
I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Well, there it is. Max Verstappen wins the championship, and yeah, there's nothing we can do about it now. However, there is still one championship we can fight for in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix next time out, where we will be giving it everything, because we don't care. We don't care anymore about the Drivers' Championship. We're going to give it absolutely everything and try and win the Constructors at the very least. But Max Verstappen wins it in the end. by 32 points over us at the moment, but hopefully we can go out and we can finish this season on a high. It has been tough going in the last few races, I must admit, so I'll be happy when this season is done and we can decide what we're doing about a season 5 and whether we're going to come back and try and beat Max Verstappen and win our second driver's title. But I'm gutted. I really enjoyed the race. You know, it was challenging. It was really good, and we only finished 12 seconds off the win in the end. You know, we weren't slow by any means, and I think had we got through to Q3, we'd have been in the top 4 and probably would have finished on the podium today. But that's just the way it goes. Excellent result for Mick Schumacher in there in P4. I'm happy for him. But yeah, that's where we'll leave it. If you've enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.